Will Smith took the stage at the House of Blues in Las Vegas. The lights dimmed, creating an atmosphere of anticipation. Crowd, a diverse collection of individuals, waited expectantly. The energy in the room was palpable, a tangible sense of excitement. The music began, the familiar rhythm of Wild Wild West filling the venue. Smith moved with practiced ease, his energy infectious. Crowd responded, their voices joining the music. The room vibrated with the collective energy of the performance. He transitioned to Men in Black, a song that evoked waves of nostalgia. The room was alive with sound, a shared memory brought to life through music. The lights flashed and Will Smith performed, captivating the audience. Crowd cheered, their voices a testament to the enduring appeal of his music. Between the high-energy performances, Smith paused, his demeanor shifting. The music softened, the lights dimmed. He began to speak, his voice filled with emotion. He shared personal stories, reflections on his life. He spoke of his son, Trey, and the emotions surrounding his birth. He described the experience as terrifying, a moment that profoundly impacted him. He spoke of the overwhelming love he felt, the sense of responsibility that came with fatherhood. He described the feeling of holding his son, the small weight in his arms, the profound sense of protection that washed over him. He spoke of the anxieties and questions that accompanied fatherhood, the desire to be a good parent. The song Just the Two of Us played, its lyrics taking on a deeper meaning in the context of his story. The emotions were raw, the vulnerability palpable. The audience listened, their attention unwavering. The moment was intimate, a shared experience of human emotion. He spoke of the birth and the emotions surrounding the birth of his son Trey. He described the feelings of a father and the overwhelming feelings that accompanied the birth. He described the feelings of holding his son for the first time. The song Just the Two of Us played, and the meaning of the song was made clear. The audience listened and the audience understood. He then spoke of James Avery, his co-star from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. His voice filled with warmth and respect. He described Avery as a mentor, a friend, a guiding force in his life. He spoke of their on-screen chemistry, the bond they shared. He recalled their final moments together, the conversations they had. He described the impact Avery had on his career, his understanding of what it meant to be an artist, a man. The room was silent, a moment of shared grief. Smith's voice trembled, a testament to the depth of his feelings. He spoke of the void left by Avery's passing, the lessons he learned from him. He spoke of Avery's unwavering belief in him, his encouragement to pursue his dreams. The audience was moved, touched by the sincerity of his tribute. The moment was a reminder of the human connection, the bonds that transcend fame. He spoke of James Avery and the impact that James Avery had on his life. He described the relationship that he had with James Avery. He talked about the passing of James Avery and the feelings that he had about the passing of James Avery. He talked about the lessons that he learned from James Avery. The energy shifted again, the music returning with renewed vigor. Smith launched into Gettin' Jiggy Wit It, the familiar beat igniting the crowd. The room pulsed with energy, the audience dancing and singing along. Beneath the surface of the celebration, there was a deeper understanding, a shared acknowledgement of the vulnerability and honesty that Smith had shared. Concert was more than just a performance. It was a journey, a reflection of life's highs and lows. The room pulsed with energy and the crowd danced. The music played and the crowd sang. Will Smith danced and the crowd danced. The announcement of his new album, based on a true story, and the accompanying tour added another layer to the evening. The album, a culmination of years of experience and reflection, represented a new chapter in his career. Collaboration with DJ Jazzy Jeff, Teyana Taylor, and his son Jaden Smith added a personal touch. Tour announcement, with its unconventional locations, sparked a wave of excitement. The choice of Scarborough, Cardiff, Manchester, Brixton, and Wolverhampton was a departure from the typical stadium circuit. The decision to perform in smaller venues in towns and cities that often missed out on high-profile tours was a testament to Smith's desire to create a unique and memorable experience for his fans. The reaction on social media was immediate and enthusiastic, with fans expressing their surprise and delight at the unexpected locations. Question of how Wolverhampton ended up on the list became a running joke. Tour was not about playing the biggest venues, it was about creating an experience, a connection with his audience. He had always been an entertainer who valued authenticity, who thrived on creating moments that resonated with people on a deeper level. Tour was a reflection of that philosophy, a commitment to sharing his music in a way that felt genuine and personal. Choice of venues, the intimate settings, the opportunity to connect with fans in a more direct way, all contributed to the creation of a unique and memorable experience. The announcement of the album caused excitement. The announcement of the tour caused excitement. The tour and the locations of the tour caused discussions. Choice of venues caused discussions. The album itself caused discussion. The album and the songs on the album were discussed. The tour and the venues for the tour were discussed. The tour and the planning of the tour were discussed. Will Smith's journey from rapper to actor to global icon had been filled with highs and lows, triumphs and challenges. The infamous slap at the Oscars, the subsequent ban from Academy events, had cast a shadow over his career, a moment of public scrutiny and personal reflection. But through it all, Smith had remained resilient, determined to learn and grow, to embrace the lessons life had to offer. The return to music, the new album, the unconventional tour, all represented a new chapter, a testament to his ability to overcome adversity and to emerge stronger and more authentic. Concert in Las Vegas, with its blend of high-energy performance and deeply personal reflections, was a microcosm of Smith's journey, a reflection of the man behind the music, the movies, and the headlines. It was a reminder of his humanity, his vulnerability, his unwavering passion for connection. Concert itself was a reflection of his journey. Concert was a reflection of his career. Concert was a reflection of his life. Concert and the songs performed at the concert were a reflection of his feelings. Concert and the words spoken at the concert were a reflection of his feelings. Concert and the audience's reaction to the concert were a reflection of his connection with the audience. The tour and the planning of the tour were a reflection of his connection with his fans. The album and the songs on the album were a reflection of his artistic growth. The life of Will Smith and the events of his life were discussed. The career of Will Smith and the events of his career were discussed. The concert in Las Vegas and the events of the concert were discussed. The feelings of the people who attended the concert were discussed. The feelings of Will Smith during the concert were discussed. The songs that were played during the concert were discussed. The words that were spoken during the concert were discussed. The feelings of Will Smith when speaking of James Avery were discussed. The feelings of Will Smith when speaking of his son Trey were discussed. The feelings of the audience during these moments were discussed. The tour and the venues for the tour continued to be discussed. The release of the album and the songs on the album continued to be discussed. The career of Will Smith and the events of his career continued to be discussed. The life of Will Smith and the events of his life continued to be discussed.